up, everybody? I'm Blessed and Free. Welcome back to another episode of DOC TV. So, man, if you guys are tuning in for the first time to this channel, we talk about crime, jail, prison, and the corruption that goes on in all of those. If you haven't, go ahead before we get started and hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. So on this channel, I like to bring guests on that have went to prison or jail to share their story, because everybody's got a different story. I got a guest on today. His name's Dustin. Dustin, why don't you go ahead and tell these people where you're from?
Well, I come from a shitty background, you know. Both my parents were drunks, raging alcoholics, I guess you'd say. My dad also was a drug addict. And just that was mostly nights of just fighting, trying to kill one another, the police coming to get one of them by the end of the night, you know. What's
crazy is I do a lot of interviews and I talk to a lot of people about what their life was like. And I just did an episode on it. It's crazy that everybody I interview has had a fucked up childhood. And it sounds exactly like what you were just saying, you know, what went on in your life. So what did that do to you, man, when you were a kid growing up and you were going through all that shit?
I was always in fear, you know what I mean? I grew up with a lot of anxiety, never knowing what was going to happen, you know?
Yeah.
And the other kids, like, I'd go over to their house and their parents would call them in and be like, he can't be in this house, tell him to leave now, you know?
Damn, like, bro.
You know, that's fucked up, you know what I mean? To do that to a kid, even if you don't like his parents, you still shouldn't treat the kid like shit, you know what I mean? But
yeah, I had that happen too, bro. People in my neighborhood didn't want their kids hanging out with me. So
exactly.
I know all about that shit. Yeah, man, that feeling's it's kind of hard to describe what that feeling is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when did you start getting in trouble, man?
Around 12. My mother passed away and I started fucking up real bad.
And so what's fucking up real bad? Like what'd you go through?
Houses. We used to car hop, you know, break into a lot of houses. Everybody else, we'd skip school, we go break into people's houses. And I got caught doing what they call burglary of an occupied dwelling.
When you got arrested for the burglaries and the car hopping, man, what happened when you went to court?
They held me for like 3 weeks and then they let me go. And I waited on house arrest for 6 months, almost like 4 or 6 months. And then I went to a level 6 program.
All right. So for the viewers that don't know, what is a level 6 program?
It's like a boot camp.
When you went into the level 6 program, explain to somebody that's never been what you went through when you first got in there.
When you first get in there, the first thing they do, they strip search you, bring you in, they shave your head. You have to cut all your hair off. And then you get your fucking shitty ass outfit, some sweatpants, a blue t-shirt, and that's all you ever get. And then there's just people waiting for you to come through that gate. You know what I mean? They're just talking shit to you through the gate. Cracker this, cracker that. I'm going to get this. I'm going to get that. As soon as you get through the door, someone's going to approach you and ask you, are you with it? And there is no right answer. You know what I mean?
All wrong.
You might as well punch them in the face. That would be the best way to do it. You know what I mean? But I had no idea. So my first day there, I got jumped 2 times, not even once, twice. You know what I mean?
So they jumped you and then in the same day jumped you again?
Yeah. That night, yeah.
Why'd they hit you up twice?
They just didn't like me. You know how these people are when they fucking want to look tough and cool, you know what I mean? And everybody's bored as fuck. There's nothing to do, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so let's beat up the white boy.
That's right. I was the only white person there too, you know what I mean? Because this was in Pembroke Pines, you know what I mean? All the way out there. You know where that is, right? Fort Lauderdale?
Yeah, I know exactly where that is. Mm-hmm. So after they beat you up the second time, man, like what were you thinking at that point when it was over, like later that night?
I was like, God damn, I hope I'm not in the room with these people. And of course I was. You know what I mean?
So they put you in the same cell with the people that beat you up?
One of them, yeah, one of them. Because it was 6 people in a cell, yeah.
Damn, bro. So what was the next like couple days and weeks after that? Like how did that go down?
People, either the staff harassing you and fucking with you, or these people trying to steal your food. Like they would just walk up and try to take shit off my tray. You know what I mean? It's just constant disrespect. They were trying to press me for my shoes all day long. You know what I mean? It was never ending. You know what I mean? Fucking with me, pushing me, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man. How long after they jumped you the second time did you run into another confrontation with them?
About a week.
What happened with that
Because
situation?
they do this shit in Florida. It's like Friday night fights. The COs will have you fight. They put like cards in a hat, shake that shit up, and you pull out a card and you got to fight.
Bro, I heard about that, but you always hear about shit and you're like, man, is that shit true?
Yeah,
But then I've talked to a bunch of people that have said the same thing. So they took a pillowcase, they take your ID, I'm taking it, they throw it in, and then whoever the two people they pick out got to get in the grid.
That's it. Yep.
So what happened when you put your ID in the pillowcase?
Yeah, I just got my ass kicked. That's what happened, but I fought, you know what I mean?
Did they ever try to get you to like break it off?
Oh yeah.
So how does that go down?
They'll just come up to you. They'll try to say they got a knife or whatever. Even if they don't, you know what I mean? They'll try that old technique on you. They'll try to get you to call your people. You know what I mean? I couldn't call my dad with that shit, and I wouldn't. You know what I mean? Fuck all that. You know what I mean? You already beat me up every fucking day. What else can you do to me?
Yeah, for real, bro.
I already hate these motherfuckers, so I ain't giving you nothing.
So did you have support when you were in there from family or friends?
Not at all. My mother passed away when I was 12, and my dad was in the stockade when this happened. So he was locked up too.
Damn, bro. So, all right. Well, when you're in there, man, would you say that most people that go through what you went through are getting put down on or making them break it off? What would you say is the percentage that shit happens to?
If you're white, I've seen only one white person that was rocking like that in those camps. Only one.
Why do you think it is for only the white race? Why? I mean, what makes you say that?
They don't really get tested as much. You know what I mean? Because they're part of a gang that they hide behind. Just how it seems. But once you go to adult jail, it's a totally different world. You know what I mean?
Well, when you were in the program, man, what did you end up getting affiliated with anyone?
No, my homeboy that came there that I knew from the street. So that's when all this shit got a little easier. You know what I mean?
Okay, so he kind of had your back and shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did they ever try to like get you to join their gangs, or like did any of that shit go on?
Yeah, a bunch of times, a bunch of different gangs throughout my career in jail and prison. Okay. But I never had any offers I couldn't refuse. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, what made you stay in Neutron, man?
Because if I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it all the way, and I'm a dope fiend. I just wanted to get high. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I didn't give a fuck about none of that. You know what I mean?
Was there drugs in the program?
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, what drugs were it?
Just weed. This is before the K2 and everything, you know?
Yeah. So were you heavy on the weed?
No. I stayed away from everything. I wanted no problems. I just stuck to myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So like you say, though, you say you're a junkie. So when you were in there and you see the weed, what made you not want to just fucking get high then?
At that point, I really wasn't, you know what I mean? It wasn't later until I started using hard drugs, you know what I mean? At that point, I just smoked weed and drank, you know?
Yeah. When you were in there, man, what did you see as far as like the guards playing mind games with the inmates? Did you see violence?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, what's one of the times you saw where you're just like, damn, bro, did that shit really just happen?
Like the time they unlocked my cell and let people run in there on me. Because they had the Friday night fights and I refused to fight that night. Because I was like, fuck this. You know what I mean? I'm not doing it. And they're like, all right. You'll see. I'm like, all right. So I went to sleep that night. I poured fucking shampoo all over the floor right by my bed. So if anyone ran in there, they'd bust their ass. And I knew it. I locked my door and 4 people from the other cell ran in my room. And they bust their ass, run back out. I chased them into the other room. The staff came down and caught me in the other room and charged me with attempted escape. I had to go back to court and everything.
Damn, bro.
So that's the mind game. He unlocked the cell, let them in. When shit didn't go his way, he came and yanked me out and charged me. You know what I mean?
That's crazy,
how fucked
bro.
up these people are. You know what I mean?
Why do you think you had it so rough, man?
Just because of how I looked. I was dude. They would always be like, yeah, dude, what's up, bro? You know what I mean? They would just constantly make fun of me because of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, I had no facial hair. I wasn't covered in tattoos or anything yet. You know what I mean? You know, and I was like 80 pounds. You know what I mean?
Was there ever a time when you were in there where you became comfortable, or were you in constant fear?
Yeah, I'm never really comfortable, but there was a time when, I was okay. They had found other people to fuck with, and my homeboy was there. You know what I mean?
All right. So how long did you end up doing at that level 6?
7 months, 7.
All right. So what happened when you got out?
I got out for like 3 weeks, and I just was fucking around with this girl, and I just kept smoking weed, kept missing curfew. They kept coming by my house. I was never there. And
That's
I got
crazy though, because you didn't smoke weed the whole time you're in there,
Yes,
and then you get
exactly.
out.
Yep. It's because I thought I was tough now that I got out. Like the little bit of clout I got in the neighborhood from being in there.
Yeah.
Tough now, even though I got fucked with the whole time I was in there. You know what I mean? I'm like,
Well,
yeah,
hey,
you know?
believe it or not, bro, a lot of people go to prison and they go through the exact same shit you go through. And then they get out and nobody knows they went through that shit.
Exactly.
So now they go back to their neighborhood and they're like, oh, bro, I was living like that. I was making people break it off when really they were the ones getting broke off. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. They were the jizzle getting broke off every day.
Yeah, bro. Facts. So how long? You said you were out 3 weeks?
3 weeks, something like that. Yeah.
Damn, bro. And then what? You violated?
Yeah, and I had to go to level 8 because they were supposed to get me a level 10 program in the first place, but they gave me a deal to get me to level 6, but they put a level 8 over my head if I fucked up. So I knew what was going to happen. You know what I mean?
All right, man. So take me through this. You're on your way into a level 8. You just did a level 6.
Yes.
Where you were getting jumped, people trying to steal your shit.
Yep.
What was going through your head, man, when you're like, now I'm going back, except this time I'm going back to a level 8?
I was like, Jesus, where are you at? Allah, someone help me. Any one of y'all motherfuckers, help me. You know? And it didn't work out. You know what I mean? I got that jailhouse Jesus real quick,
Yeah, that's shit.
But it was worse than the other one, but I knew what to expect,
So what made it worse, the level 8 to the level 6?
They sent me to the same program, but the other side is a level 8 program. So I got sent right back to South Pines Academy, the same fucking place, the same COs that wanted to kill me. You know what I mean? So it was like, God, this couldn't get any worse. You know what I mean?
All right, man. So, all right, you get in the level 8.
Yeah.
How long were you in there before shit went sideways?
Same thing. As soon as I got there. Same day I got there.
They jumped you right when you walked in the dorm?
I didn't get jumped that time. They lined me up where I got to fight one-on-one. They at least gave me that respect.
Oh, that was nice of them.
Yeah, very nice.
So after you lined it up, was there any respect for you? Or
yeah. It was a lot chiller that time. Because
after you lined it up, you were good. You could just
time.
All right. So would you say that was the craziest thing you went through was when you got lined up in the level 8?
No, I got my jaw broken in that program.
God dang, bro.
Yeah, I got kicked in the face. I was sitting on a bench outside. We did PT. We're working out. And I sat down on the bench, and this dude kicked me right in the face. Broke my fucking face. And they stopped me, everything.
Damn, dog. He Bruce Lee'd your ass, bro.
For sure, bro.
For what, though? You're just sitting there and boom, get hit?
He was talking about fuck your dead mother cracker and all this shit. And you know what I mean? Like, it just most disrespectful people you ever met in your life, bro. You know what I mean? Damn. And it was over shoes. Like I said, it was over a pair of shoes they wanted. And I wasn't giving it up.
So you had your own personal shoes when you were in there?
Yeah, and you could only wear them when you went outside to work out.
Okay.
When you were inside, you had to wear the Bob Barker slides. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the Bobos.
Yeah, and so they wanted them fucking Reeboks I had. I had some like shitty ass soldier Reeboks. You know what I mean? But back in the day, everybody wanted them shits. You know what I mean?
Damn, bro. So after he karate kicked you, did he get your shoes?
No, one went missing. They got one of them motherfuckers. They didn't get the other one though.
So now you got one shoe?
Yeah, I got one of them shits. I remember holding on to that motherfucker.
For dear life.
Yeah, you ain't getting that shit. Fuck that.
Damn, bro. That shit ain't no fun when you get your jaw broke, homie.
No, it's not, bro. And especially you're already starving to start. You know what I mean? Your mouth's wired shut. And the COs hate you. And everyone wants those Infamil drinks so they could try to get buffed. You know what I mean? So everybody's trying to jack your shit now. You know what I mean? So now you got to fight over that shit. That's
crazy, man. So how long after your jaw healed did you come into another problem?
Probably like 4 weeks, 3 weeks, something like that.
All right. So they gave you a month to heal up. That was cool.
The only reason was they didn't make me come out of my cell. they would let me stay in while everyone else went out.
So everybody else comes off lockdown, you stay in, and when they come in, you go out?
Yeah, so I didn't have to see anybody.
Did you end up checking in?
No, you can't check in.
No?
Nah. I've never even seen anybody check in.
Yeah, I know in JIT camp you can check in, but I don't know.
Yeah, you could, but I didn't know anything about it.
Oh, okay. I mean? Yeah, I got you.
And I wouldn't have done that anyways, because what would be different? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, so all right, you come out of your cell and you said 4 weeks, something else goes down. What happened in that situation?
This dude was in there that I knew from the Department of Juvenile Justice Center on 45th Street. And he came in there with a whole bunch of fucking problems, and I tried to help him. And like 4 people were jumping him, and I tried to help him. And I got fucking hit with a fucking lock and a sock. You know what I mean?
Damn, so you tried to Captain Save his hoe.
Yeah, I tried to be Captain Save a hoe. Yeah. Because he was our dude, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he was from the same town I was from. He knew the same people I knew, and I had gone through the same thing he was going through, so I felt bad for him, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man. When you were in there, and obviously you're a kid when you're going through all this, what was like the one thing that you missed the most? Like when you were in there, you were just like, man, I can't wait to get out and like do this, see this person, you know, eat this. So what was the thing that always came to your head, like when you were just by yourself laying down?
Music. I missed music a lot because I was into music. I play the drums. I used to play in bands and stuff. And of course, my girlfriend, you know, everybody wants to get laid, you know, but yeah, playing the drums, smoking weed, chilling out. That's mostly what I was doing.
Yeah, everybody misses the pussy, bro, and they can't have it.
Oh, if you ain't missing it, something's wrong with you.
Yeah, facts. So you had a girl riding with you the whole time you were in?
Yeah.
All right, that's what's up, man. So whatever ended up happening with her?
Oh, she overdosed, died. She's dead.
Damn, bro.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Man, you got a lot of bad news, homie.
Yeah, she's a good person, though. I wasn't with her when she passed away, but yeah. Damn. She died when I was in New York.
Well, rest in peace to your girl, man. That sucks.
Yeah.
All right, so you're in the level 6, you're in the level 8. The whole time you're in there, tell the viewers watching, what was the craziest thing that you saw?
Craziest thing I've seen is the dudes fucking the staff, the chicks.
Okay.
My mind most is that they were sucking people's dicks for $50. You know what I mean? That was the most like thing that I went, what the fuck? Are you serious? You know what I mean?
That's nuts, bro. All right. So the inmates, they got to be like what, 15, 16 are dicking down the
at the most, you know what I mean?
Old swamp donkeys too, probably.
Yeah, some hood rat shit ass bitches. You know, sideways crooked weave, gold tooth, one gold tooth, you know what I mean? Looking bitch, you know what I mean?
Yeah, old foot dragger.
That's exactly what it is, bro.
Yeah, bro. I already know, man. I seen it happen when I was down, man.
Yeah.
All right, bro. So you're in the level 8. You've fucking been through hell. I mean, hell on earth. I don't know what gets worse other than the story you just said. What happened when you got out, man? Like you're in there, you're about to get out. What is the plan now in your life?
The plan is stay the fuck away from these people. Stay away from all these negative motherfuckers. And I did a good job because my dad was out. You know what I mean? I had a decent place to stay. You know what I mean? My brother, we were playing in a band. We started doing good. We were starting to play shows. We were traveling around and everything was good. I got a shitty job at a movie theater, you know? But then I was driving and I got hit by a fucking drunk driver in Palm Beach Gardens on I-95 and I broke my hip, my back, and my neck. And that's when the real bullshit starts, you know?
All right. So obviously you guys can hear this guy, you know, had a fucked up life. He went through a lot of shit, and I'm glad he shared his story and was so honest and open about it, because a lot of people that go to prison share their story and they make it like they were, you know, the mandingo in there and fucking everything up and nobody was touching them. And for the majority of people that get locked up, that's not how the story goes. That's just what they tell everybody. So I salute you, man, for coming on the channel and being honest and sharing your story. And for everybody watching, man, stick around for part 2. We're going to find out how his shitty life gets shittier. Yeah. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that thumbs up. And with that, It's DOC TV, and we're out.